Hey everybody, it's Julie. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to do a walkthrough of my 100 Days of Bible Promises, this journal, devotional journal by Shanna Noel at Day Spring. This has just been a wonderful journey for me. I love this devotional. It's just so powerful to focus on God's promises. Now, my process has kind of morphed a little bit, so I started off with just doing some hand lettering and then journaling, and that was it's been a really busy time the whole time, but that's all I was able to do is just some hand lettering and journaling. And that's because I was trying to stick with it every day, keep up with it every day. I did add some washi tape here and there. But then I decided I'm not going to push myself through this. I'm going to skip around. I'm just going to do when I can. So I stopped about here and started doing some more of the art in it because I wanted to get into that. Now let me show you though what I've been doing. So even on the days that I don't necessarily get to play with the art, I will do the hand lettering. I will write the key verse out, and then sometimes I'll use the stickers that come in the toolbox through Illustrated Faith, and I'll link those, and I'll just put those on the different different days and then write the key verse out. You can see each page has a key verse and then a word like wisdom. So in the toolbox it has those words for you. Or sometimes I will actually do hand lettering on that word and then write the verse out. So I've been trying to do that, and sometimes I spend several days on one of the pages, one of the days of promises. So that's what I'm doing outside of this, but still in conjunction with it. So then I started doing the journaling, the art journaling. So I'm just going to flip through these. I've used a combination of watercolors, and this paper is really nice and thick, so it holds up well to the water. And I'm using a lot of print and pray. I still keep focusing on the journaling. I want to make sure I do the journaling, but I'll use what I have. I'm not trying to buy anything new, so that I can just use my stash. I'm using some washi and markers. I'm using a lot of these Bella Boulevard girls. You can do so much with them, print them in different sizes. I use stickers and alpha tiles. This is a print and pray set from Scribbles on My Heart. This is a Documented Faith sticker. Again, I'm using what I have. If you remember, this was in the Christmas devotional from Illustrated Faith, those letters. Using little paper pieces. Use a lot of distress inks on here. I love to do a lot of the smushing because it just adds a lot of color easily on the page. Do some stamping, and again some print and pray. I cut them out on cardstock or on the sticker sheets using some washi tape. These both are using some of the Documented Faith stickers and the washi. And this is one of the Bella Boulevard girls. I like this one. This is using one of the clear cuts from Illustrated Faith, and I made a tip in for that because I had a lot of journaling I wanted to do, but I wanted that color. This was a simple one, just use some washi tape and stamps. A lot of these pages have so much pretty design on it already, and I don't want to take away from that. Using some stickers, I actually stenciled those letters, and you can see some of the watercolor in the background. I'm using a lot of different watercolors. This is this one is Dots and Dusts. This was a Sunshine Stamp Co., one of their digitals. This is one I've had for a while. Armor of God, I think it was, an Illustrated Faith print and pray. This I used some stamps and watercolor paint, and this is so sparkly. That's one of the Dots and Dust sets. I love the sparkle on that one. Very simple, just use washi tape and one cutout. I did some finger painting. Just use my finger to dot those. More smushing. This is one of the print and pray sets. Another print and pray. You can see here I cut it out on the white cardstock, and here it's on the clear sticker sheets. So I'll link those sticker sheets. This is a Creative Retreat set, one of the Faith Art boxes, the May set. Washi tape. This is a paintable from Documented Faith. And I just painted it and slapped it in there. Some of the Faith Art Box and stickers. This is Documented Faith. This is Creative Retreat. This is Beloved Society Girls on the Illustrated Faith Print and Pray. Did some smushing. I'm using a lot of doilies in here. Some, I don't remember if that was watercolor or if that was Distress ink smushing. I'm not sure. I just cut out a big cardstock heart and stamped Pure on it, and these are stickers from Documented Faith. I like that one a lot. That's smushing, and this is one of the Beloved Society Girls. And then notice here, it's the same girl. I actually didn't do these back to back. I came back several days, maybe a week or so. But notice how I print them on different sizes. The big girl and the little girl. Some different alphas. And then you can see here is where I started slowing down and I jump around. This is the free digital from Creative Retreat in their Facebook group, The Insiders. I'll link that, the group, so you can get that. And then here I'm skipping, you can see I'm skipping around. Again, I did write the verse in my faith planner, but I'm skipping around and coming back to it. There's one here I can't show you because that's for an upcoming post. This is a Sweet and Sassy stamp, Refresh My Soul. And I did some stamp packing. Actually cut this stamp in half. It did say My Soul. And the stamp also says Thirsts. So I just did some masking, and then I took this H and did it upside down and gave it a tail. And that was how I made those stamps work for me. Did some distress inking and used some Inktense blocks to color these. I like those colors. I think I've got a couple more in here. You can see that when I use the watercolor or use water on a page, it does warp it, but it makes it sound neat and it makes it look loved. So these are some of the paper pieces from the All Nations Bella Boulevard and Illustrated Faith kit. Just made a tag and added some embellishments here and there. This is using several items from Creative Retreat, the digital, a couple of the different Faith Art boxes, and that one is, I like that even though the colors are kind of crazy. Couple more. This is my Lifeline of Hope. I took this cord, this little string, and I painted it, and then I did a rope pulling technique. You can see these lines here. Because it was watercolor, it wasn't very defined. But the process, while I was doing it, and I was pulling the rope, I was thinking about Jesus being my lifeline and how I pull on it and I need to cling to it. So it was, a lot of it is about the process, not necessarily the product. So I use that. This is some Shimmers paint in the background. Use some different elements from Creative Retreat, the May box. And I think I've got one more in here. Yes. This is using one of the digitals, the June digital from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. And I printed it on clear sticker sheet. And then these are distress inks. So that's where I am right now. If you haven't picked up this devotional, I've got a link in the comments section. It's a wonderful way to just grow closer to God and to cling to His promises. So if you have any questions about any of the pages, or if you'd like to see some different techniques, or you have a question about a technique or a comment, leave them in the comments section. And share this video if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and if it inspired you. Come back and join me next time. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until then, bye-bye.